What's up, strangers? It's your boy Dargorgon here, and in today's video I just basically want to go over the update and more or less give my opinion about what they have done and to basically see what else could they do in the future as well, but you can technically see the future updates. But let's just get this over with. The first thing, which I'm pretty sure is most important, is they changed the RPG from being in secondary aisle to the first aisle of primary, and I think that's a okay thing to do there, but it is still a very good weapon, aka the first best or just the number one best secondary. Now it is basically an A, I believe A or S tier weapon, so technically meaning it's one of the best weapons, increasing the ammunition from 3 to 5 and finally making it so its price has changed from 200 to 360, which technically means like 200, I think like 300 to 400 Robux you have to actually buy there, but I'm pretty sure 400 is fine. Uzi got its remodel finally here, that's nice. Pitchfork has a now bigger cooldown from 12.5 seconds to 20 seconds. Sledgehammer, for some reason, they made it so damage was reduced from 125 to 110. Grand Slam cooldown, aka your ability on your hammer, was now increased from 15 seconds to 35 seconds, meaning you have to wait a full ass minute just to be able to use it again, and by that time you don't even need to use it, or you just wasted it and you're just waiting for it to happen while you're, I don't know. And finally, light armor was had some movement speed reduced, some heavy armor had some movement speed reduced as well, so basically meaning you go a tiny bit more faster, so that's nice. Speed armor, everything's just there, you just have a little bit more just protection. It's just that you can't move fast as hell anymore, going past Usain Bolt. You just go regular speed at that point. Just have a lot more, I guess, lighter movement. Juggernaut armor, this is a pretty strange topic to suggest. Many people think Juggernaut armor should be nerfed, and many people are questioning why the Juggernaut armor is being buffed. But one of the things I do not really like is the immunity to basically Juggernaut armor, which they added back. They increased the health from 200 to 250, and they reduced the movement speed from 3 movement to 2.5, meaning you go a tiny bit more faster, you have a lot more advantages, and more or less it is still a very good armor in the game, and more or less I cannot wait to see the elite teams having this on. Juggernaut, on the other hand, aka the zombie, has now, for some reason, has its basic claw attack, aka punch, reduced from 30 to 20 damage. It's now claw attack speed from 2 to 1, so meaning you get to hit a lot faster, a little bit. And your rock throw has a 6-second cooldown, so that's nice. And finally, I don't know why, but Flood, the map Flooded now has a drown damage to the water on the back of the map. But that only enables for survivors, meaning you can actually drown for some reason. But I think that might be a past video I've done quite some time ago. But the thing that I really like about this update was that they fixed the first person view glitches, such as the claw attacks, melees, and shoves, which is literally the best thing I could have asked for. This has been a bug for months, and I mean like 5 or 6 months. It was such a long bug going on, and now we're finished with that update. So what do I think about it, really? I think that some of it is good, like some of the armor, some of the, of course, the bug fixes, that's nice, and some of the remodels, but the others that I just do not agree with is the Sledgehammer. Like, why would you make it so the cooldown is a lot more, I guess, greater or increased cooldown for it, and its damage just decreased as well? Like, why couldn't you just make it so the cooldown was just affected but not the damage? So it was still a, pretty good weapon, but just had a cooldown that you could use every minute or so. But instead they made it so literally it's not even that great. So the Sledgehammer is going back to basically being never used again. Finally, I think that the Juggernaut armor needs to probably have the immunity stun effect, just a little bit of it, coming back into the game, so when they actually do fly, they don't fly too far up, but more or less just like a small little shove, like before Juggernaut, basically when that little push had, before the giant push effect. Hopefully they could bring that back in, but not the humongous what's it called, distance patch, but more or less just just small push feature instead of the big one. Then it'll make it so the Juggernaut armor does have a little bit of advantage, but not really. And that's practically it. What I think about it. I'd say it's like 5.9, not really great, but the only ones I liked was RPG, the bugs, kind of Juggernaut armor, and everything else is okay for now.